just get set up here. Move to this for a bit while I get this going. So tonight we're playing Lunacid. This is a game that came out last year. It was in early access for a while. It's been on my radar for all that time that it was on in early access. I tend to not play early access games anymore. I like to see games at their like release point, I guess. Righty. Actually, gotta. There we go. Excuse me. So, yeah, if you haven't seen this game before, it is promised like a Kingsfield-like, inspired by a lot of early From Software games prior to Dark Souls. And we're going to play through it again. I've played through it a whole bunch at the end of last year. It released on Halloween, and yeah, it was a pretty big deal at the time. So we're going to actually start a completely new file. I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet. I was just kind of like, I didn't have an idea for a stream, and I said, well, hey, it's time to pull this one out.
Long ago, a great beast came from the sea and brought with it a poisonous fog that spread across the earth. Corrupting everything it reached, the poison fog slowly transformed the world and brought about a new age. Now, grounded by the poison sky and outnumbered by creatures, humankind became desperate and formed feudal kingdoms. Closed off from each other, they became paranoid and are on the brink of extinction. Those deemed undesirable, such as criminals or the ill, are cast out, banished into the depths of the Great Well, a pit of the diseased and undead. The Great Well is said to have but one door to the surface.
Alrighty. I love that intro. So, we're immediately brought to, of course, a character creation screen, and there's a number of things that matter here. First, we can input our name. Oh, is that new? Yeah, I guess that's new. The sound effect. Is that okay? They also have a number of portraits you can select. They also have let you input your custom some custom portraits. So I have like this one. It's of my avatar that that Emma drew for me so long ago. I also have this. I need to remember. I need to find this artist again. Whoever drew this, it fits perfectly. But we won't be using it. I think we're just gonna use the avatar. It doesn't really fit, but I don't know. I'm gonna skip ahead. We can choose our pronouns. This has no bearing on the game whatsoever. This is the only place you actually see it. They added this to kind of spite some of the community that had popped up around the game and was pissing them off. Them by, I mean, the developer. So, I actually don't know what pronouns the developer uses. I don't know much about them. So we can also pick a class, and this is going to determine a number of different things that's reflected down here. It's our starting level can be different depending on our stats. Or depending on our class, and then our stats are also different. These are all sort of balanced out so that none of them are like inefficient, I guess. But there's a bunch of different classes, and some of them have some gameplay ramifications. There is a witch in here. She's actually not too difficult, or, well, the class isn't actually too bad if you look at the resistances. So the thing that actually matters about the class are these here. And obviously for higher percentages, we take more damage. For lower percentages, we take less. So for example, the witch takes less damage from frost. I forget what deals frost damage. There's a few things, but it's not a very widely used thing. She also takes less, or well, the class takes less damage from dark, but takes 50% more damage from light. And there are several things that deal light damage. But not as common. I think the most common types are dark, poison, and fire. Fire probably more so than poison. And normal is the most common. So, I'm going to go with the witch. The vampire is interesting because so it takes them longer to heal from what they call bleed effects, and you'll see those. But they also heal from dealing damage, and also they take damage in running water, so they can't swim very well. That would make just a few parts of the game more difficult. Most things we can you could kind of ignore, but we're going to be doing like 100% playthrough. or at least that's what I'm going to try. Try and collect everything in the game. There's the undead. I forget what is special about them. But you can kind of see the vampire and undead have these similar problems of light and fire damage. But, you know, everything else they're pretty strong against except the normal. So they're not bad, mainly because I feel like the most dangerous things are dark damage and normal damage. So for example, here we have the Royal, who takes 80% less, or 20% less physical, but 20% more dark. So it kind of, you know, makes up for it. The poison damage also kind of sucks, too. I don't know, yeah. I don't know if I'd ever play this class. Like, taking more. And then there's the Forsaken, which is, like, the most difficult to play. I don't think I'm going to do a Forsaken playthrough. And also the Shinobi is probably the best class to start as, really. Also takes a bit more dark damage. So I think we're going to actually go with the Royal. A child of noble birth, inexperienced but well equipped otherwise. Their lineage foretelling of importance. I've done, like, let's see what I did. Shinobi, and I've done Witch, and I've done Knight. Are the 3 starts that I've had so far. So we're gonna start as Royal. I might actually try. Maybe try a different one. Let me go with this one. And maybe instead of Hexagon Witch, we'll just go by Hexagon. Since we aren't actually a witch. And yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Going pretty good. Let's get into it. I had no idea what my plan was before. Alright, so we start off in Hollow Basin. We have nothing on us. So we're... Yeah, here we get our first weapon of the game. Newest of the Fallen, take up your sword and fight. This is our first weapon of the game. You actually have to pick it up in order to proceed. We're gonna go ahead and save. Wait. Okay, we don't. For some reason I was thinking it didn't say level up when you didn't have a level up. So you have to destroy that. And you can't do that without picking up the sword. Seek the slumbering creature of moonlight. They are the last existing door. So, there we go. We're immediately given an objective. Actually, I am going to show off a few things that's in the menus here. So obviously we have our stats. We can see stuff. I like the Royal starts off with a little bit extra cash. I forgot that. You know, we can change our weapons, what magic, our items. But there's also a game manual in here. I love this. It looks perfect. Um, Actual real sensitivity warning, table of contents. It gives us the basic controls. I've actually changed a few of these. Um, Mainly, I found the magic buttons to be kind of awkward for keyboard and mouse. I don't play with a controller if I can avoid it. Although there is a new option. Um, I could play the game that way, but I kind of don't want to. I would do that off stream of playing with the new options. Um, so yeah, we got those going for us. Uh, this is the same as the intro. Well, kinda. It's a little different. Long ago, a great beast came from the sea, and it spread a poisonous fog across the earth. This event transformed the world into a new age. An age of magic, but also an age of death. Creatures and abominations came from the fog. Silver liquid fell from the moon and made a deep passage into the earth. As humans became destitute, having fought and lost to creatures throughout the many years, they created the Great Well, a series of pits and tunnels carved out by the silver moonlight. Um, and into this sunken heap they banished the abominations, creatures, and anything else undesirable. A simple thief, one who would steal back their life, has just been thrown into this strange underworld. So this goes over character creation. Your avatar in this world may be as a temporary visage in a dream, uh, but requires conviction nonetheless. Uh, and yeah, this details some of the thing. Well, I think this was all the stuff we could have read. Um, Gains health by inflicting damage, but blood regain is much slower. Damage in running water. Uh, what's different about discarded corpse, unwanted by the world above, yet highly resistant and stubborn. Cursed blood causes more damage when used as a weapon. Um, so I guess they're blood attacks because that is an actual thing. Oh, these guys. um, Combat consists of attacking, blocking, and magic. Use each often to your advantage. Attack with a weapon by simply holding the attack button and release. Further the power bar is charged, the more damage the attack will do, with full charge resulting in a large damage bonus. And also, now it has a chance to crit, I believe. You can get critical strikes when you fully charge. Block with a melee weapon by pressing the block button. You will take less damage while blocking, depending on your weapon's stats, though typically you will take half damage. The power bar fills as you charge a weapon. Fuck these guys. Anyway, magic and lunacy. The land is rife with various spells, each inscribed on rings that the player must equip to use. The spell is cast by holding and releasing the appropriate cast button. The spell will also need mana or blood, depending on the type of spell. Mana is recharged by interacting with the crystal menu. What? But with crystal menu? Is that a typo? But yeah, we can regain a whole bunch. Blood regains naturally and by a crystal menu. Oh, by they mean that when you open up the crystal, like that thing back there, um, that thing, the crystal, um, casting spells will also cause lunacy, depending on the caster's maximum mana, spell cost, and the real-world lunar cycle. So right now we are in, I want to say waning Gibeus, or not waning Gibeus, waning Crescent. So it's almost a new moon, which is going to have impacts on how the game is played. This will cause lunacy to build up really slow. But it will also have like a lot of other effects. Playing the game during a full moon allows a lot of different things to happen that normally wouldn't. So it actually has quite a big impact on the game. Lunacy causes more damage to be inflicted both by the player's spells and by creatures. So this is something, obviously, if you're not making a magic character, you don't want to increase your lunacy. So it kind of punishes you for using magic if you're not going to be dealing lots of magic damage. It will also increase XP gained. This is also a huge thing, and why leveling is going to be really slow tonight, and that I won't be able to build high amounts of lunacy and make advantage of that. That's something that every character can benefit from. So we have leveling. Killing enemies grants XP, displayed in percentage on the stat screen. At 100 or more XP, you can level up your various stats at a crystal menu. Some weapons can be leveled up into better ones by inflicting damage to monsters and breakables. To level a weapon, when it is ready, you must take it to a smith's grave. There's different types of status effects as well. We have bleeding. And yeah, it's we'll encounter that later on. We kind of can inflict it to ourselves as well. We have poison. It's poison curse, which we shouldn't see too often. Magical curse restricts the player's actions. Attacking will be impossible until the curse is lifted. Which there are ways you can remove it. Blindness, darkening of the eyes. Extra light sources, such as torches, will be useless as darkness grows within you. Slowness, a paralytic haze which slows you down considerably. Some foes rely not on speed, but seek to lower their victims instead. The few places we'll encounter this will be really annoying. Mana drain, a sapping of one's magical power, much like poison, but only of the mind. And XP drain, direct withdrawal of your life and memories, only observed around followers of the corrupted Golden Lance. So this is a rare one, but there are certain enemies that will inflict this upon us. Raising one's resistance stat will cause all status effects to wane quicker. This wasn't always true. Now resistance also has a chance to prevent status effects from happening entirely. So we have the different types of damage: normal, poison, fire, light, ice, and dark. Some things can deal multiple different kinds. I'm not exactly sure how that works. Yeah. We have NPCs. Not all NPCs are hostile. Many discarded souls have found their way into the Great Well over the many years, while many become feral ghouls or aggressive creatures. Some of the powerful have kept their sanity and altruistic nature. Some can be taught to and may offer aid, items, or services, while others may be docile creatures. You have alchemy. Across your journey, you will come across material items. These can be used with alchemy to create potions or items. If you find an alchemist, then you should try combining what you have on the 3 dials as you place items in the mix. Only viable mixtures or identical materials will appear selectable. And we have some credits. Oh, and that's the end. That took a while to read. I forgot how long it was. Is this... Is that... Oh, that does change. Which hand? Forgot about that. Honestly, it should probably be the left hand by default because it was the right hand that got cut off in the screen. Anyway. So yeah, we gain weapon experience. This is the first mechanic we're going to really interact with. Ooh. Let me look at them. Game volume. I noticed that. Yeah, that's pretty loud. Oh, but the music is so quiet. I do have ducking on. I think it's maybe a little bit too severe. Here we have our first enemy, and immediately we cut off its head. It's a snail. I'm gonna be killing these for a bit. And also hoping for... Can knock around his shell. Hoping for some drops. We need some money. Well, actually we don't, because we started as the, royal. So there's a door here. It's got a lock. Kind of creepy. Can't get through it right now. I'll have to come back to it later. There's a sign to read here too. We can read it. The Temple of Silence or Hollow Basin. So we started in the Hollow Basin. So this door must lead to whatever that Temple of Silence is. So we are going to be leveling up this weapon. Yeah, it's like the stone sword we got from a statue. It's not a very good weapon. But it will do for now. So here you can kind of see the basics of combat. That it's going to be largely about the sort of get in, poke, and get out. That's how melee at least works. You can also use a wide variety of ranged attacks, and those tend to be, of course, stronger because they don't put you in such danger. Really what we're looking after here is XP. This here is a different looking snail than these other ones. It's also not attacking me. It's just a bud. I could ride it around. But we are going to... It's a milk snail. And as you can see, it has much more health. Will also deal a lot more damage. But actually now, I don't think it can attack us like this when we cut off like its antennas. Let's see. Can you hit me? No. Damn. Didn't get it this time. We won't farm for the thing that drops. Now we have these shulkers here, and we can walk up right to them. Notice they also won't attack us. Wow, so I'm just gonna leave them alone, because they're actually some nasty customers unless you can one-shot them. Just gonna grab some items. Again, we're trying to collect everything. We get our first spell. This is Ghost Light. Very useful on your first time playing the game. Yeah, I found it for this. A little light that follows you around. It increases lunacy, however. So now we gain 1% more experience. We deal 1% more damage with spells, but we also take 1% more damage from everything that monsters do. So obviously that can go up to 100%. And so obviously you're taking double damage, but with spells you're dealing double damage. The spells really get much stronger with lunacy. And you level up twice as fast, so it is a very fun mechanic to engage with. I don't know what I'm going to be doing after I kind of get out of this starting area. I need to be breaking things. I don't think there's anything that... Well, that's the exit. You just have a couple items. Or maybe it's just this one. Yeah. It's another health file. Here we have a chest. Let's go ahead and open this. It says Flame Spear acquired. So this is our first damaging spell. We're actually going to equip that here. I probably won't use Ghost Light, but let's go ahead and equip it anyway. What's that? Okay, that's that button. And here we got our first NPC. We actually saw her in the manual, so let's talk. Well, you look a little lost. This area is called Hollow Basin. It's the highest reached point of the Great Well. It's also one of the safest areas of the Great Well, except, of course, Wing's Rest. Speaking of Wing's Rest, I can spirit you there if you want. Well, I should have done the other thing rather than talk to her. Oh, we actually don't want to go there. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. So we can hit no. Righty, well, I'm here if you ever need to get there. In my latest playthroughs, I've actually been getting to Wing's Rest a different way. Which kind of sequence breaks her conversations. It's really funny. I can kind of explain it. There's a part I kind of glossed over some of the things that was going on. We can come here. Save. There's also a work menu. So we have all these different areas. Oh, you can kind of see the icons for them a little better. Wonder if that's changed. There was like a couple updates to the game since I last played it. They're doing a few post updates. Fixing up mostly bugs, adding some seasonal content, and dealing with some rather egregious balance issues. Yeah, we came here before, and we can kind of look around. We can see that there's some stuff down there. Now this game has fall damage, so if I jump off trying to get that, I will die. And there's also the staircase leading up. There is actually a way we could make this jump now. And that would let us go to that area. You're really kind of not supposed to, but really you can. A few of the different classes. I don't think this one can. Maybe we could. I'm not going to do it though. But there's a way when you go there. There's a way to get to King's Rest through use of an item. I said we're gonna talk to Demi again. Hey, Hexagon. Wanna go to Wing's Rest? Yes. Gotcha. One moment. And that leads us here. First is a crystal. And then we get this item, Crystal Shard. When we use this item, let's actually equip it. So when we use that fragile shard of crystal, by breaking it, the magic that is released surrounds the user and warps them back to Wing's Rest. If you kind of sequence break things, you can acquire one of these before you're supposed to. But we're not going to do anything fancy. That's not what I normally do, actually. I prefer to go that route because you can get some cool items. Be a little bit overpowered at the start of the game. Anyway, there's a few other NPCs. Let's go ahead and talk to Demi again. Oh good, it worked. Last time I tried that spell, it only worked about halfway. Great. Thanks for instilling confidence. So this is Wing's Rest. It's an old temple of sorts, made by a sect of holy monks. They were banished into the Great Well back during the Crusades. Although they are long gone, their protective magic still lingers. Take your time and relax here. If you want to head back out, use the crystal where you came. So yeah, there's a few other NPCs. Let's talk to them all. This here is Etna. Salutations, Outlander. Welcome to the depths. I'm Etna. I study the sacred art of alchemy down here. If you happen on any materials during your journey, you should bring them to me. Want to do some alchemy? So let's see. This is the alchemy interface. We have ashes, ashes, ashes. Didn't work. So yeah, that's kind of how alchemy works. Obviously, we'll get more items, be able to do more alchemy. I actually don't remember the recipes. I might have to look them up. I have found them all before without looking them up, but kind of don't have the patience for that. Here's the smith's grave that we found. It says something on it. It's kind of like Roberto Hephaestus. Weapon is not ready. You can kind of see in the upper right we have an XP bar. You can also check on it in the menu. So if we click on it, you know, it's weapon XP. It used to be that the bar that you see on this screen wasn't there. So you had to constantly open and close that menu to see if the weapon was leveled enough. It was kind of annoying. Well, I'm glad for that quality of life thing. Oh, we didn't talk to Clive. I got distracted. This is Clive. Well, hello there, Sonny. People call me Clive, though that's not really my name. Seem to have lost it. My memory isn't quite what it used to be. My bones is good. I stay young by drinking these little health tonics. Here, why don't you take some? You look a little mealy. Be careful, a wander in the depths. Not everything out there is as peaceful as a skeleton. Well, thank you. We now know that skeletons are pretty peaceful, right? Shouldn't have anything to worry about skeletons. How you been? Okay. He's not gonna say much more. There's a thing here. So here we have this art installation, art sculpture. The moon cried to us in our time of need. Mentioning the, you know, how the moon says the moon and then cried to us in our time of need. You can actually just read the plaque without clicking. Oh, I got stuck. Uh-oh, there we go. Game likes to unstick you. I don't know if I can make this jump yet. I don't think I can. Yeah. Would like to get that. There's a way you can get it right now without upping your jump height, but I didn't acquire the items necessary to do that. So last NPC, this is Cheryl the Crow. Oh, what a mess you've been caught up in. Welcome to the depths, outsider. Escape to the outworld has long been a myth. Ha 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 ha. They're laughing, I guess, because she's a bird. I'm not gonna try to do that again. I'll just be like, caca, motherfucker. But if you're going to explore, why not prepare yourself? Fancy a new trinket, perhaps? Yes. We want to buy this enchanted key. We want to buy this rapier. And we don't have enough money for the crossbow. The crossbow is actually really good, and the steel needle is okay. But we'll have to get these and level them up. But getting the rapier right now is actually kind of huge. That's probably what we'll use now instead of the heritage sword, which we don't have yet. We have some money as well. We might as well spend it. My big thing is, like, stocking up is usually a bad idea. You want to spend money. So the main thing is health vials for now. Purchase a few of these. Let's get some mana vials as well, and then a couple antidotes. And now we're broke. Hey, Hexagon. Take your time and relax here. If you want to head back out, use the crystal where you came in. Okay. She has a bit of dialogue for us. I think that was it there. Because we're royal, she won't give us anything. All the other characters will get a little item. But we have weapons. Good weapons too. Probably should have picked up the crossbow. Now that I think about it. Gonna go ahead and save and warp to Hollow Bat, or I said you know what? I think I said Hollow Bastion earlier too. Hollow Basin. We're going to. Well, let's focus on the snails for now. Try to level those up, or level up off of those. He's loud as fuck. Damn, this is so fucking loud. But not enough. If I'm talking, they don't appear to be making too much noise. We want some XP. We're only level 6. We get 96. So we're getting 7 XP from them right now. So that's a bit of a grind if we were wanting to level up off of those. So yeah, we're not gonna do that much. We could try to take on the shulkers. They're not too hard to fight. I just like avoiding them until I can kill them in one hit. We should get enough XP to level the Heritage Sword. Yeah, off of this guy. There we go. Let's go ahead and... Oh, no, I already equipped the rapier. We want to level this too. Thing you might notice about the rapier is when we use it, we kind of take a step forward. So that changes the sort of rhythm that we attack with. Also charges much faster. You know what? Let's kill the shulkers for XP. We're at 164. What's the worst could happen? They could kill us. So they take extra damage when you hit them in the head. Basically, that wasn't too bad. They do cast a spell. But I don't think it deals damage. This is something you can also do. Here, let me demonstrate something. Oh, here. Let's go ahead and use some fire. You have to be careful when enemies do that thing where they turn away from you and sort of run. If they can still attack you, they will immediately turn around and attack you. Let's get this little boost of damage. Yep, we're done. We're gonna have good experience for the rapier. Yeah, we could have just killed these our first time through. I don't know why I avoid them. I think literally in my first playthrough, I got hit by their spell, which inflicts a status ailment. And I was like, no, I do not like this. So I avoid fighting them until I can, you know, just kill them in one hit. I mean, at that point, why not? So yeah, we have 3 levels. That's how good the XP from those shulkers is. I also kind of wonder that when you're leveling weapons, if doing their like full amount of damage has any impact on the experience you gain. But I'm not sure. Maybe that's just in my head. This is probably not all that entertaining. I mean, I could be like halfway through the next area by now. But I want to be a bit more prepared. And we do want to 100% the game. This is what I'm trying to do here. So let's go ahead and save. Let's level up. So we have 9 skill points that we can assign to all of our stats. These do different things. I think we saw them in the manual. Strength increases, you can kind of see it, increases the base attack. So actually we have really low strength. Our melee attacks really suck. And that's okay. So yeah, we have, you know, our base attack affects melee. So it's not really shown, but int and dexterity have impacts on, of course, spells and ranged attacks. So pretty much anything that you cast or that you shoot at range with a weapon. So there's melee weapons that also have a ranged attack, for example, and so the melee hit will be on strength, the ranged will be on dex. There's like magic weapons that you charge up a ranged attack, and that's off of dex. The spells solely deal with intelligence. So, but right now we're gonna level up our speed. Yeah, that's the play here. Let's put 1 point into dex for the jump height. It's not really gonna make a big deal. Actually, let's just put it all into speed. Oh, well, yeah, you can do that. You can warp to the place that you're at, and it will repopulate the area. So we could go another round of XP, just really quick, but I want to level up our weapons first. Show how that mechanic works. I see we're so much faster, like already. Oh, that happens sometimes when you... There we go. Enhance weapon. We've now created the silver rapier. Well. And the heritage sword. See, it swings much faster, does a lot more damage than the replica sword. It's a huge upgrade, actually. Well, can't really look at them. Here you can kind of see we have a bit of some differences. So the heritage sword does 17 damage and has a speed of 33. The higher the speed, the faster it is. It has a reach of 3. 60% is the reduction in damage we take when we block with it. And this backstep and thrust is kind of like how much you move when you're holding a direction and you attack with a weapon. So this one, we demonstrate it when we hold it forward, or really when we swing it, it doesn't really add much forward. But if we swing it while moving backwards, it actually propels us backwards a little bit. It's just really hard to see because the number's actually not that big. So yeah. Here we have the silver rapier. We already kind of showed off. Like, it's all around better. You can also see the element that they deal. So the silver rapier does holy damage, or light damage, I mean. So unless we encounter things that are resistant to light damage, which do exist, and we are actually going to run into them sooner rather than later. I think there's a few late game enemies that do as well. But yeah, pretty much early on, the only thing that matters is resistances. Your stats really aren't going to make a big impact on your damage right away. So, that sound effect is absurdly high. Let's see here. We can also test which does more damage. So that one shots. Oh, hey, we got the spell. We don't have to grind for it. Let's show this one off. This one costs a lot of things. We can summon our own little snail. And it'll follow us around and it'll attack things, I believe. Or it will just... whatever. We can hop on top of it, so it becomes a little platform. That's its main use, is for sequence breaking. Holy shit, we are one-shotting these guys. Let's compare it to the Heritage Sword. So the Heritage Sword does not one-shot. It could be maybe that one had a bit more health. But I do in fact think the snails are weak to light damage. Our snail, the one we summoned, is gone. And this is huge to have at this point. Normally I wouldn't have this. I think the male snails are actually resist. Oh no, maybe they take more damage from it too. Damn, didn't get the rare drop from that one. Let's see about these shulkers. Let's. So yeah, that took us like 3 hits. Let's see what the Heritage Sword can do on these. About the same. So yeah, they don't really care. See, it did quite a bit of damage to us. But yeah, I'm not gonna grind. I really just wanted to show off like upgrading weapons and our upgraded speed, all that stuff. So we got a bit of money. Those milk snails are a really great way to get some good cash. Sometimes this chest recloses, but it like doesn't repopulate with anything. Like once you get what's in a chest, you don't really like, yeah, it's just you have it now. We have 1, so this goes 3. Let's actually put some in strength for now. Just because I don't want it to get too far behind. I usually try and level where I have my stats relatively even. I get speed to where I want it, then I get dexterity to where I want it for jumping, which doesn't take very much, and then I just sort of level everything together. Because pretty much all the stats are useful. Let's save. So we're going to go through this again. But we're going to... Oh, hey, we forgot to pick this up. Ashes. Yeah, we'll fill up on those really quick. But now we're going to go to this locked door. What is it? We want this enchanted key. There we go. I guess I haven't changed the buttons on those. Oh, we got a new weapon. This is the torch. It's one of the worst weapons in the game. You can upgrade it. It's not great after you upgrade it either. And we have the silver rapier. This is going to carry us through much of the game until we get its direct upgrade. It's fantastic we got this. I guess the royal, it doesn't have much of a bad start. So yeah, this is the Temple of Silence. It is spoopy. So let's actually... Well, with the silver rapier here. torch here. So we can kind of see a little better. This is where the game kind of gets its... where its atmosphere kind of pops out. So here we have some dead bodies. And you can't really see it well on that one. Let me find a better one. Let's see what the deal is with these ones. They got no faces, and the insides of their skulls have been carved out. They're all... but they look peaceful, don't they? Oh, and we can't, like, destroy them, by the way. We're also encountering some of these gates where we can't seem to go any further. But you can set things on fire with the torch. That's its main use, is setting fire to stuff. Can't get in there. So yeah, we have this fellow. He was reading a book, I suppose. Oh no, he was writing one. Soon we'll be free of the cursed well, for great Prophet Abdul has found a way out. While we are tethered here physically, our minds can be extricated with enlightenment. Oh, wow. So, yeah, their brains have been carved out. Right, here we come. We get the ritual dagger. We got another weapon. What's the deal with this one? We can't upgrade it. It does poison damage. Strange, wicked-looking instrument seems to not do much damage, as it was intended to make victims suffer by inflicting tiny piercing wounds, which got infected from a poison coating the blade. We haven't really read most of these. A steel longsword, typically given to the castle guard. Though the castle fell long ago, these swords remain as a testament to the quality of the royal armory and have been passed down for generations. Hence why it's the heritage sword. It's literally some heritage. So here's where this dungeon really starts to get... because, like, where are all the enemies, right? You know, all we have are a bunch of dead dudes and pots. So I'm actually going to come this way first. And we get this really cool-looking shrine. No significance to that, I assure you. And we have a chest. Lithomancy. To hunger is to live. To consume is to die. That's fucked up, man. I don't like this place. So let's deal with this spell. Lithomancy. Type unknown. Cost 70. Has a long cast time. Deals damage. I didn't realize it dealt damage. It's just way worse than the flame spear. Forbidden blood magic that gives life to the inanimate. Unable to comprehend existence, the objects only scream. Created by Mad Wizard Abdul before his exile. It is unknown what the purpose of this spell was. So let's try it out. It's a bad idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. Let's use it on this pot here. So yeah, we've now given life to this pot. Oh, and if you look at our health bar, we see the cost of the spell is actually not mana. So I said it was like worse. But it's actually not, because it's the blood spell. I forgot that. So it costs health, but instead of completely removing that health, it gives us the bleed status effect. So we regain all that health back, but obviously it also increased our lunacy, so we're taking 5% more damage. But yeah. Let's put it out of its misery. I believe that spell was a request on, like, the Discord for the game while it was developed. So yeah, we've flipped a lever and now the door is open. Which way do I go? I don't remember. So this door was closed before. Oh. Hello. Ah. There's the enemies. It was the faceless guys this whole time. See if we can get this. We can sequence break here, because I'm pretty sure I can get across here. Yeah. I'm not going to do that, though. It's more fun to do this dungeon this way. Oh. I wanted to go the other way first, but while we're here, it appears the brain was removed, but the wounds were inflicted within the skull itself. It looked like the brain carved its own way out. Yep. 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 Anyway, there's fantasy walls. Oh, actually no, this is exactly where we want to go, I think? I think we skipped some bits. And we have mummy knights. They got swords. We're also doing a lot of damage to them. It doesn't seem like a lot, but normally what you'd kind of find out in this dungeon is that sometimes it's just better to run away from enemies. Oh, hey! We got the rusted sword. We're just getting everything today. Let's see, I've come into this room for a couple things. Oh, we got a crit on that guy. Oh, and now you see, these things are actually pretty dangerous. That did, like, most of my health. I am on a kind of high difficulty setting. So, let's go ahead and use potion. I want to bait an attack. Oh, I got backed up there. Oh. There we go. Now it can't do the thing. They also have a spell. Fantasy walls. And we got Blood Strike. That'll be a very useful spell. It is blood magic, does poison damage. It's really good. I'm gonna make good use of it. Cutting off their head. If he hits me, by the way, with the sword, I am insta-dead. There we go. Looks like he was crying. Ooh. Almost took some damage there. Oh, hey, we got a wooden shield. Long ago I heard tales of Abdul and his temple, how they managed to reach enlightenment and escape. But they're still here, or at least their bodies are. That was everything, right? Yeah. So now we can go this way. Oh, I didn't want that. um... So there's a third kind, and this is actually the worst kind of these mummies. These crawling ones. They seem to move really quick. Right. There's no secret doors in here. We got a mirage that led us back here. We didn't go down this way. Right, this is where we went. We ended up here. We came out here. And then we went this way. Right? Yeah. We've been all those places. Looks like it went the right way. But yeah, I love this place. It's so uniquely designed. How you get pretty much balls deep into the dungeon. Oof. That's not good. I think either hit kills us now. There we go. We can go into this room now, see what's in here. Oh. Nothing. Nothing at all. Not even fantasy walls in there. But yeah, the guy was sitting on the ground. Now he's up and walking around. We got to here, right? Where we got the ritual dagger. And this is where we jumped down, remember? Because we couldn't get through here. So this is new. Getting those criticals is huge. It's a huge burst of damage. I really like that. Hollow basin. You don't say. We can head across. This is where we could have sequence broke, if you remember. So we could, like, go straight to the exit. But there's something else we're here for. Just want to make sure it doesn't start an attack. Flame flare. So now we're kind of rolling in spells. We have quite a bit. Oh, let's see. Which ones haven't I shown off? So we've got Blood Strike now and Flame Flare. So let's go ahead and do Flame Flare first. Right. It's down this little thing. Anything that walks through that, including the player, takes constant damage. Oh, that's right. There's a fantasy wall there. I've got like a little prison. Got two pretty tough customers. Again, we're pretty close to being dead. Oh, that was bad. I whiffed. Enemies are pretty good at punishing you. Oh, hey, this is just the exit. Get a new weapon. We got the steel spear. So let's look at these weapons. We got the ritual dagger. The rusted sword. Rusted discarded greatsword. The level of rust almost seems unnatural, as if the metal itself held strange oils. Oh, we got the wooden shield. Let's show that off. So the ritual dagger is not much to talk about. One of the things that kind of sucks. The wooden shield is a weapon that you attack with. You can also block with. There we go. That's the button for blocking. I changed that button. You can see it guards 80%, so it's pretty good. This also depends on your defense stat on how effective this is. You'll block so much damage before it'll, like, prevent you from guarding. So, also has a very short reach. So it's just not really good as a weapon. It's really decent if you like casting a lot of spells, because you can just block and hold. Like, I'm not pressing any buttons, and it just holds it in place. So yeah, this is cool. We got the steel spear. This weapon is great for poking. Like, if you find enemies that you want to keep range on. I generally find this weapon to not be any good. So yeah, we get a ladder up to here. Remember, that was where we saw before. For some reason, that room does not have any music. I can level up. Let's get this to 20. So we're good now. We have so many. We got... what, how many? 18? So that was like 9 level ups. Yeah. So what do we want to level next? Dexterity is probably good. We're probably going to be using melee a lot for a while. But let's go ahead and get everything to about 10. I think that'll be a good start, and then we'll start to really push into the levels. So what do we want here? We want the silver rapier and the heritage sword. Those really still our 2 best weapons. Everything else we've gotten, like, will have a use, especially the rusted sword. Actually, we need to level this. Yeah, this bad boy. Look how slow it is. It's fantastic, though. So we need to go this way. We also have some money, but we are gonna save up for the crossbow next. So pathway down, find a door, and that is going to bring us here. To Yosai Forest. I like this area, and you're about to see why. Or actually, you're seeing why right now. I come back here a lot to level weapons. There's all these crates. This is a great way to get money early on. And it's also a great way to level weapons. You kind of look out, kind of see what's going on here. We have, so we're up in, like, the trees. We have these moths and some tiny things down there we'll get to later. So what I can do is warp back here, it repops, and then we can break all these crates again. I'm gonna just do 1 round of it, kind of demonstrate. I'm gonna try avoiding doing this because it's not very interesting. Also, you don't get much music in this area. I said it started one of them. So yeah, we'll come back here, because we're not done. Actually, we did not do the entire Temple of Silence. We only did, we did most of it. But actually we don't want to go to the end of it. because it would take a bit for us to get to where we want to go. We want to go to the start again. Oh, hey, buddy. Ooh. We also have a lot more health now, but I'm going to be destroying destructibles. We do really want to level this weapon up. Let's see, what's our other weapon? The Heritage Sword? Let's make it the Silver Rapier. In this game, it is important to stop and kill the roses. I could stop and destroy. Well, I mean, I guess it does kill them. Oh, there's a dead person. There's a lot of corpses in this game. I think if we hadn't leveled speed, how slow everything would be. I do also kind of want to point out, for the rest of the sword, its damage is only 12. While these have bumped up to 21 when we increased. Spear is pretty good. But it's really only for its reach. If you want to attack, do less damage but be safer. So now that we've unlocked this place, the enemies start off spawned. But there were these doors here that come here, and we couldn't go through them before. Okay, those are... See how little damage this is doing. The silver rapier does holy damage, or not holy, light damage. Sorry. Let's see which way is correct. Okay, that's the fetid mire. That direction. We're gonna go this way first, though. There's another way out. Got another customer. See, it's taking so much longer to kill them with this thing. But, also gives us more experience. Oh, that's their spell. It poisons. If you're standing too close to them. And if you cut off their head, they can't cast the spell. Cutting off their arms makes them deal less melee damage. Oh, we're leveled up. There we go. But yeah, there's a lot of enemies that you can do that to. Like, you can cut off certain body parts, and that will make them weaker. Or it will prevent them from doing certain attacks. I actually don't think the crawling ones will cast their spell. Ooh, I almost took some damage there. Alright, let's go all the way. We come to a big gate, so there's really nothing down there. But there is something right here. Kind of an unassuming room. Nice place to put a fantasy wall. Let's see, where is it? You can kind of see it in the bottom left. You have hidden wall sense. You're in the know, right? Well, I am. The rest of you aren't. That right there is a VHS tape. We are, in fact, going to do that. If you're familiar with the VHS tapes, we're going to be doing that quest. Yeah. You'll figure out what that does later on. If you haven't seen it before. Oh, nothing like... So this is where we started. I like this long tunnel. It's a little bit different from the rest of the temple. Works really well as a transition. We can come in here. There's a dead person and also another weapon. We've leveled up the rusted sword, so let's level up this one. The stone club. This weapon is terribly slow. Let's see what its damage is. Only 12 damage, speed 15. Decent reach though, surprisingly enough. Leveling it is going to be a pain in the ass. Not the worst weapon to level though. I may do a lot of weapon leveling off stream, just because it can get a little tedious when you're trying to level all the weapons. Thought you could destroy that thing. So these plants here we do want to kill. It gives us this lotus seed pads. Pods. What the fuck is wrong with me? And those are very useful to have. Anyway. Rest area and lower passage. Oh, there's a rat. There's also slimes. I don't think we have the speed to kill rats at the moment. That does like no damage to these. They can also poison. Yep. Oh, damn. It's that little bit of, like, I don't know. What did this say? Rest area. Okay. Gotta get off the highway for a second. Gotta take a piss. So we are gonna do this area first. Before Yosai Forest. Well, actually, no, we could do Yosai Forest now. Let's level defense a bit. I probably won't put much in defense, but it does increase our HP, which is a problem at the moment, and it also lets us block more, which I will start blocking when it becomes more relevant. Save. Yeah, and let's warp as well. So, no, Hollow Basin. Wings Rest. We have some, we have a weapon to level up. I'm so glad we acquired this now. Which actually, if we hadn't acquired it during the Silent Temple, we could have acquired it somewhere else. Since it's such a useful weapon to have. Oh, weapon is not ready. Well. Where is it? Rusted sword. So let's see what this becomes. Enhanced weapon. Dark Great Sword. It deals dark damage. Which is pretty good. We are also going to equip... Oh, we already have Blood Strike. Let's get that on the first one. And we actually don't have the other spell we want, so... Oh, excuse me. So yeah, let's do Yosai Forest next. Oh. I'm just gonna avoid that. So let's see how effective this Blood Strike is. That did a little bit of damage. It's not great against these things. These are kind of a pain to fight. They have a ranged attack. Well, actually, no, we're jumping the gun a bit. We want to go this way. These are also good. These destroying angels. This one is Holy Warmth, which is the other spell we're going to equip for now. Oh, what? And that is a healing spell. I think we missed something when we went that way. So let's see what's up here. Oh, yes, I know what's up here. More of these. Right. Wait. Oh, here we go. Alas, I gave all my blood to the forest, but it wasn't enough. Blood drain. I'll show this one real quick, even though it's increasing my lunacy. The blood magic tends to increase lunacy faster. This one actually inflicts the bleeding status effect. I forgot that. The bleeding status effect just drains your health, but it returns. It's not deadly by itself. What the fuck? Did you respawn? Or did I... Oh, no, I've come out here. Yeah. There wasn't anything in here, was there? There was what? Many souls have tried and failed to climb the branches into the outworld. But what if the answer lay below? Donk. So yeah, we can see, kind of come around. I need a drink of water. So yeah, here we are. These guys... Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Oops. Can you just forget about me for a second while I equip the right fucking spell? Oh, I didn't cast it. There we go. See how much damage that did. So normally what you would come to figure out, you'd come here, you're equipping like the heritage sword or something else. Maybe you've got the silver reed here. And you notice it has no effect on these enemies. They're also highly resistant to physical damage. Of course. You also have these things. You can bleed on them and they open up. A few of them have items in them. That one there will have the rusted sword in it if you didn't acquire it. This one has a health vial. This one I think has nothing. You can kind of see in the upper right. We're getting a bit of lunacy. Oh. Okay. Well, we don't want to actually cast too much of that spell. We want to hit them with the sword, because it'll one-shot them. Oh, this one shoots vines up here. We can climb. Oh. And that leads straight up here. So we have 25% lunacy, and we're pretty low health. But when we touch this thing, we're full health, and it resets our lunacy. It also gives us any mana we used. Which I realize now, actually, I want Flame Spear. Yeah, it's another quick way down to the surface. We'll have to fight that. You saw it, the Yakul. Here we got the Elfin Bow. The silver sword is useless here, so let's actually equip this bow, and we can kind of see how ranged work. So first of all, you can see that we have two hands very clearly. Notice how easy that was. So this is two weapons we're going to be rolling with. We've got a pretty good loadout here. So over here, we have two of those Yakuls. So let's try something. Notice how little damage that does. So our spell one-shots them. Well, almost one-shots them. So these things are a pain. They do a lot of damage. They're highly resistant to most attacks, except for poison damage and dark damage. So we could also switch to this and do lots of damage, but I just don't want to get close to them. This is mostly to kill these, which as cute as they are, we do need to kill them. It's unfortunate. That's the way it is. So yeah, that book led us to here, trying to say that, like, oh, maybe the answer is below. The answer's down here. Where we have these guys. Oh. I got backed into something. I didn't realize that I was stuck on this. They actually didn't do as much damage. I have way more health than I used to have. Oh. Another problem with the ranged weapons is they're pretty inaccurate sometimes. So I have to kind of remember this place. There's a lot of stuff here. So we can climb further down. I don't want to do that. I do have maps. I could just open maps, but I kind of don't want to. But I do not want to miss anything. I'd have to come back. And more of these. These ones open up in one hit. Is it here? No, it's here. It's on the other side of this one. Is it? There we go. Is this what I think it is? Yes, this is light reveal. So let's actually... Blood Strike's not going to be useful other than opening those things. And I think we've got most of the important ones. So let's actually show off this spell. Oh, they can hide in the ground. So that's what it does. It shows you what they're weak against. You can see they're very weak against fire. I don't have a fire spell ready. Oh, they also have a ranged attack. That's important. But fighting these in melee is generally not what you want to do. Oh, charged. So that's led to here. We saw this already. We've been through there. I believe we have almost everything that's up top. There's something we've missed. I have a feeling. I don't think that's the one we want to go down. Oh no, we're just on the other side of this. Ah, here we go. My downward journey through the roots is taking its toll. Although the roots are free of the paralytic ooze the upward branches have, I am wary of these aggressive sproutlings. Some foreshadowing there. Oh, that's... Well, actually, we're not going to use light reveal, to be honest. I just wanted to show it off. Oh, hey, look, they didn't have any items. Huh, isn't that funny? You know, I believe it is this one we want to descend. And it's like, yeah, because it's one we can't, once we fall, we can't get back up. Oh, we have new customers, and for these, we're going to do that. You see how much health that it, like, drains? For not as much, there we go, we got Earth Strike. Probably one of the worst spells in the game. It does physical damage. That's about all it has going for it. These exclusively have ranged attacks. Oh, we need to be killing these too, getting the yellow morals. Let's see, this is the way out. Yeah. So that's where we came from. This will lead to nowhere. Yeah, to another exit. So now we just go straight this way. Oh, did I get the elfin sword? No, I didn't. Also, we do want to level this, but we'll do that when we're grinding XP. Oh, no, this is where we came from. Right. We go this way. Now we just don't stop. Right? Oh, I am wrong. I'm lost. Yeah, that's an exit. That's an exit. Here we go. That's that. This is the way. Yes. Actually, we can use our fire spells a bit more here. So where we're gonna end up. You can kind of combine attacks. I'm not really good at doing them both at the same time. Except to do, like, bursts of damage like this. Oh, I missed with the spell. I like their walk. So, there is some... yeah, a way up. That's all that's here. I think actually we've cleared the place out. Did the projectile, like, ruin my spell? Is that what happened? Interesting. Oh, shit. That does light damage, by the way. Pretty sure. But yeah, things are hitting pretty hard because of the difficulty settings one. But they did like a little hop. And they're hard to deal with because of this short hallway we're in. So we're gonna descend. Oh, this is ominous. Got some crosses. Turn back. Nothing but darkness ahead. Oh my. It's a long way down. Looks like we won't be able to get back up. So maybe let's come back to that later. Forest entry and Patchouli's shop. That sounds good. Oh no, it's this. No, I fucking hate her. I can't can't do this bit. I'm sorry. Well, hello. I wonder what would bring someone down here. Not many even survive past the forest spirits. If you would like, I have some items for you. Okay. So this is Patchouli. She's the other shop. She has antidotes. She has an ocean elixir. Let's purchase that. Moonlight vials, which are really good. Fairy moss, which I think needs buff. And health vials for one silver? Here's the thing. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Let's read the description of the... Well, actually, first, let's read the description on the health vials. I can kind of look at these. So health vials. A golden vial of blood that fully recovers the drinker's vitality. Given to knights during the subterranean crusades, these vials remain as a precious relic of that time. Okay. Now, let's read the description on these. A golden vial of blood that fully recovers the drinker's vitality? Given to knights during the subterranean crusades? These vials remain as a precious relic of that time? Question mark? Anyway, these are totally safe. If you play this game, you should buy like a whole bunch of them and just down them all whenever you're low on health. That's what I did. Anyway. So yeah. Anyway, I hate her. I hate her so much, I'm gonna break her stuff. Does that... Oh, does it make her angry? Nope. She does not care. Yeah, that's what you get. This is what you deserve. Fuck you. Eat shit. I hate her so much. Actually, oh no. I'm at least saving up a little bit of gold. I wonder where this leads. Oh hey, it's one of those mirages. Well, this looks familiar. Oh hey. That's convenient. Oh, well, actually. I'm not done. I like the little chew sound it makes, like chew. There it is. So yeah, I was too busy talking about those Yakuls that were here. I mean, I did look directly at it. So this is the elfin sword. Kind of looks like an overall upgrade to the heritage sword. And we can upgrade it. We also have the stone club. Let's see, what do we have to upgrade? The elfin sword. And the stone club and the torch. So why don't we do the elfin sword first? You can see it's really fast. Now, let's get out that dark great sword. We do need to start murdering these. Also, let's look at, here it is. There's a vine here we can climb. And we can come up here. Whoa. There we go. Oh, it's got one of those doors. damn it, we'll have to get another enchanted key. I'm always like scared I'm just gonna careen off and go to my death because I've done a whole bunch. That would be a huge setback in progress. But there's literally nothing left that can kill me. We've cleared the whole place. Definitely not how this went on my first couple playthroughs. Before I started figuring out what the resistances were and what weapons were good. I think we have, in fact, killed them all. Just to be sure, here's an unopened thing. Doesn't have anything in it. So what do we have? We have the elven sword, an elfin bow. Oh. We'll use those for a while. You can see it's really fast to level the elfin sword because you can just chop super quick. Oh. Let's save, and let's also level up. We leveled up 6 times. Yeah, the early level ups are fast. You get a whole bunch of points for them. What do we want? Well, let's get everything to 10. Then we're gonna try and get strength, dex, and int to about 30, 25 maybe. So let's maybe do those just a couple at a time. I feel like int might be really good. Int and dex early on. Strength is actually kind of not great, but we're going to try and make use of it. Dex is one that's kind of annoying once you get it too high, because when you jump so high. Kind of think what would be better. I do like hitting things with swords, though. That's my favorite thing. But let's go with dexterity. It's been a while since I've done that. Yeah. So, we now have that going for us. That is going to greatly increase the damage with the bow. It now does 40 damage. Very slow to charge. But still very strong. Anyway, let's save. So, we actually... Not sure what should do next. Let's actually finish this place up. So we're gonna repopulate Yosei Forest. Just for a second. Oh. Kill it. Because we're not done here. We need to figure out how to open that door The thing is, Cheryl had the last key, and she was a shopkeeper, so maybe Patchouli will have the other key. She just didn't have it the first time we talked to her. Sup? I hate you. Wow, you're still alive. I just really thought you'd be dead by now. Since you're alive, you should do a little quest for me. I need someone to go up to the forest canopy and retrieve the skull of Josiah. Or Josiah. I'm gonna say Josiah, though. You'll need this key to get there. Oh, I was right. Don't worry, it's perfectly safe. Just don't fall. Anyway, want to take a look at anything? Sure. We'll come and clear out her inventory later. Most of her prices are more expensive than Cheryl. But we will see Patchouli at least 1 or 2 more times. Oh, actually, we need the... Need the Dark Greatsword. Kill these things as we go. We might be here a while, so actually let's level the Elven Sword off of things here. Yeah, this is why I try and one-shot them. So they'll run around, it aggroes all of them. They occasionally do ranged attacks that actually do tons of damage. Yeah. Okay, I guess they gave up. Maybe they got tired. Imagine if we hadn't pumped our speed up, they'd be impossible to kill. Without the Dark Greatsword. So yeah, now they all know that I'm like dangerous and shit. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. I missed. I missed again. Yeah, and you can see it poisons them. Oh, there we go. See why they're annoying. They can basically just repeat that attack, like, constantly. My strategy up close with them is to kind of jump, try and dodge it, but it doesn't really work. It's not very reliable. Which is why just taking them out with ranged attacks is so much easier. You don't even need to have like high intellect or anything. You just need to find that spell. How much damage does it do? 40. So actually we could use lithomancy as well. Or, well... Oh, it does 58 damage. I'm looking at the cost. So no, it's better than lithomancy. Which is what I thought. It does do a shitload of damage. Anyway... let's go back to that door. Oh. So yeah, that opens up to this door here. Hmm. So this is the canopy. Where's the music? Did I bug it out? I thought there was music up here. Anyway, we got these guys. Fighting them up close is a bad idea. See how little damage it did? Oh damn, that did so much damage. Yeah, but you, like, you normally kind of kite them. Well, you can fall off. You know that they don't take much dark damage or poison. Well, actually, no, poison is strong against them. I think about it. So let's see how good this is. I missed. Well, this one is close. Meh. Okay, yeah, we can't fight them like that. The Dark Great Sword isn't useful. Let's do the Elfin Bow. Got a Crystal Shard. We're gonna need the Elfin Bow anyway. That's the way out, I believe. Or maybe this is. Yeah, this is kind of our strategy for these things. Just kind of kite them. Okay, now that is the way. So the other way was a side way. And a little bit of that ambient sound. This thing is hard to deal with. We gotta be careful here. I should have charged up a fire spell. I want to be able to dodge its ranged attack once it does it. Okay. I think that's the only one up here. However, there's something else here as well. That's this thing. It inflicts that slow status effect, which really sucks. They're very weak, though. Get some fairy moss. So yeah, you pretty much have to take them out at range. They deal poison damage to you if you get close to them. They kind of have a period in time in which they wake up, but they wake up really fast. But no, there's something up with the music. No, I guess it is just the ambient track. I could have sworn. I'm not so great at remember things. So we got this customer here, who literally can't do anything about us. We have to make it a bit of a jump here. That leads us over this way. Gives us poison mist. This is actually a pretty good spell. Maybe I'll find something to use it on. I don't remember what else is weak to poison. I pretty much only use it here, or in Yosai Forest, and at this point it's pretty useless. Because we have nothing else that it's strong against. So we have these things. They don't attack us most of the time, but something upsets them. I'm not sure what it is. So let's see. I think we go this way. Ah. Now we've upset the other ones. They have a ton of health. They're not worth fighting. But you can see they're kind of looking at me. I know that they're trying to get an attack in. Oh, please don't. I don't like being close to them. Because they have an up close AoE. Let's see. Is it this way? Oh, there we go. They shoot these ranged attacks. Where is it? Because I think I'm going to the objective. Oh, piss off. There's one item up here. You can kind of see it across the way there. Actually, I think that's it. We're looking for here. Yeah. We're in the right place. Right? So yeah, there's been these like bodies. They're kind of just made out of wood. Let's see here. But this is it. This is what I was fighting for. I took arms against the dreaded spirits, but after everything I've just arrived at another dead end. It's pretty serene up here. Whoa. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Anyway. Oh. We got a bit of music. Huh. I didn't know this happened. I only played once. Right, Wind Slicer. Also pretty terrible spell. Oh, nope. There we go. That's something I didn't know, that if you got to the top, it played a little bit of Sarence, the theme from Wing's Rest. Alright, now we have to deal with these things. I don't want to piss them off any more than I already have. There's nothing that way. See, there's more. This person's kind of not in a... Yeah. Looks like they didn't go as peacefully as some of these others. Oh, here's the fork. So yeah, we arrived at this point, and we took a right. To get the skull, we want to take a left, but you can see we've got some nasty customers. I think attacking them is what pisses off these things, whatever they're called. Philandrius or something. And you can see... Oh, fuck! Okay, well, we're dead. It was behind me. I guess I missed one? That sounded like it was one of the, Unilaterus. Well, we had just leveled up. Do we still have... No, we do not have any of the items we got. It pretty much resets your progress. It's almost like, you know, that's how save systems work. Huh. You can't even get to me. Well, it gives us more chances at this. No, I thought I killed them all. And I didn't think the, Philandriuses, or whatever they're called, I didn't think that they were, hostile. I mean, I would have heard their attacks. Let's see, let's get that. Open sword for a little bit of XP. Now, I kind of wanted to take a look. Normally I go in, I grab the skull and get the hell out. Can you break those? No. I didn't think so. We're gonna speed through it this time, though. I'm gonna see if I can hit the head. See if that's its crit point. Come on. We're gonna be killing a lot of those until we no longer need to. Oh, hold on. I didn't talk to Patchouli. Notice I don't have the enchanted key. This has kind of been slow going, but I kind of like that. Taking the sort of scenic path through the game, rather than trying to rush it through as quickly as possible. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to do that for sure, but Speedruns for this game are cool as hell. I don't think that I would ever do them, though. Uh-oh. There's some sirens outside. Yeah. We also need to put antidotes on him, bro. I realize I haven't done that. Eat your plants, too. You don't deserve things. You don't deserve happiness. Oh, there's fan art. I think I put it in one of my announcement posts, but there's fan art someone did of her, the one meme, like, minor error, or mining spelling error, I win, or something. Which is really funny, because it's her spelling error. Oh hey, there's a book here. The plant life here seems carnivorous. When exposed to fresh blood, the buds bloom. I found some human remains within them, as well as gear left behind. Yeah. Pretty gross. So now we can go and go to the canopy. We'll be far more careful this time. Nope. No dice. There's something I'm wanting them to drop. We didn't get the milk snail drop either. We might go there next, to where we can farm that. Actually, with the melee weapon changes, we should probably do that next. We want that good weapon XP. So leave no plant left unchopped. Sadly, melee really sucks here. Or else we'd level it off of them. Let's see, what did we have to do down here? need to be really good at getting them to, like, a sliver of health with the bow. Okay, that's where we progress. Oh, why was I destroying those with the bow? I need to destroy them with the sword. We actually don't need to come over here. Here, we can do this. You can do, like, big bursts of damage like that. Oh. It's one of those that killed us. Oh. Have to switch weapons. Get that poison mist spell. Right at the point where it kind of becomes useless. There are things that it's strong against, though. It's a pretty good spell. I'll maybe show what it does here in a bit. Alright. So here we come to that fork. Oh, I meant this one. Ah, there's another one. It was in front of us. Yeah, I ain't grabbing that. Whatever that item is there, I ain't grabbing it. So we got the skull of Josiah. We walked up, that thing killed us. This is Josiah's body. Their head must have been chopped off or something. I wonder what it is that's turning them into wood. Oh. They bleed. Parts of them at least do. Oh, I don't like you being there. I also don't get experience for attacking it. You have to destroy something. Or deal damage, I guess, and those things don't take damage. Alright, so let's do the next bit. Right. I don't like how they just rose. You saw how they rose up and now they're looking at me. There's nothing down there. Yeah, it looks like what it's supposed to be. There you can see that AoE attack that I was talking about. It looks like the Unilaterus is what is turning people to wood. It always seems about this point that I know they get mad, but sometimes they get mad at me on the way to Josiah's skull. It's not playing. This is my usual experience when I come up here. There we go. I guess I just never waited. Oh, we're slipping. I was gonna open my inventory. We're not gonna wait for the song to finish this time. But I am going to use an item. Crystal shards. Let's go ahead and use one. See what this does. That brings us back here. Only 3 level ups that time. It gets slower. Let's increase int next. Get it to 25. Oh! On the level up screen, I don't know if you saw it, it did explain what the stat does. Huh, we're so close to another level up. I think we can also level up the longsword if we just break things in Wings Rest. Now, there's something we have to be mindful of, is we can break these plants just fine, but if we come over here and we start breaking Cheryl's stuff, she will get mad and raise her prices, which we don't want. Oh, it's already max. Awesome. So now we have the Elven Longsword. Gold longsword inlaid with silver and sharpened beyond mortal talent. A useful melee weapon created by the skilled craftsfolk of the Elfen Kingdom. There's not much lore about this Elfen Kingdom, other than these 2 weapons. All we know is that they were skilled craftsmen. Also, Cheryl's asleep. Why don't we... Well, we do need to talk to her. Caw! Caw, motherfucker. I wasn't asleep. I was just, fancy new trickin', perhaps? Yes, let's get that crossbow. We'll get the steel... Well, actually, we can get the steel needle somewhere else. And it's not going to be better than anything, so let's just buy up more of these. We need a couple of these. Let's buy up these. There we go. Yeah, the Elfen's Longsword is our current best physical weapon, I believe. Except now we have the crossbow. So the Elven bow looks pretty good compared to the crossbow. We're going to equip the crossbow anyway, along with the Elfin Longsword. 2 physical weapons, but that's okay. We're going to level up the crossbow. You can let go of the crossbow early, like you can any of the bows. Well, I guess there's really only the one bow. It's slow leveling, so I just wanted to get a little boost. Let's see where we're at. We need to go back to Patchouli. I never did that. Because we used the crystal. Just break a few on our way. You can get health potions and other useful items out of these. It's a great place to grind for money and potions and weapon XP. Very useful spot. Let's go ahead and kill you while I'm here. Get some experience from that. Okay, that didn't drop anything. Alright, good, you got it. Thanks. I've been needing a new plant here for a while now. Yep. She didn't want it for any purpose, she just wants to put flowers in it. She really only wanted to make us suffer, which she succeeded. Now you can kind of see why I do the little bit where I say I dislike her. I love her design, though. I don't have any money. I could buy one of the spelling mistakes. But, no, her design is cool. But I still... I want to break your stuff for the experience. What you gonna do about it, huh? She's gonna look at me all smug. You deserve this. Oh. I actually see the skull. I'm curious. We can destroy the plants that are in it. We can't destroy the skull itself. It's kind of deformed. So yeah, now we are pretty much done with Yosai Forest. The only thing we need is eventually, when we have more money, we'll come back, clean out all of her inventory. She doesn't ever refill. So once you buy up all of her stock, and she doesn't offer it anymore, you're done. The only other reason to come back here is, of course, with the grind. Just destroying all these. So useful. But, yeah. I've had enough of that. Then we're going to get less shit. So we've completely cleared out Hollow Basin and Yosai Forest, and now we also have Fetid Mire. But I'm going to open up another real area real quick. Just show you this. This is something you can do right at the start of the game. If you know how. There's a couple different ways you can do it. Actually, I want to save first. Because I don't know if I saved after I did all that talking. Also, I need to fix my quick item menu. Put a few different things on there. So, get up here. Now make this jump. Oh, if I don't overshoot it. And we can come up here to this area. This is a bit of a step up in difficulty, but it has a lot of sequence breaks, and there's a lot of good stuff. So this is the Forbidden Archives. This place is really cool. Yeah. Some of the best chill music. It's got those milk snails. Getting to this area early opens up a lot of, like, really good items. But I'll save this one for later. Trying to think of, like, what the best route through the rest of the game is. We've cleared 2 areas. We have 2 more areas that we can get to. And then there's a total of 6 completely undiscovered areas. So we're pretty early on in the game still. Again, just owing to the slow pace that I've taken tonight. I mean, really just stopping to explain things, going through the manual. In case anyone's watching this that, you know, wants to know exactly what they are seeing. It's a great way to get weapon XP here, too. All the books you can destroy. This is one of the better tracks in the game, too. Now, the soundtrack's done by 3 different people. The developer, so Akuma Kira. Let's see, what's this one? We can leave and... Yeah, Thor High Heels is some YouTuber. I don't know anything about him. Apparently the mods in his Discord are, like, really... I don't know. Judgy. That's the only thing I've ever heard about him. It's like some weird Discord drama. But it's like, what the hell? And then I think, like, Yaren Chris or something. I mean, it's in the credits. We can actually look right now. Right. Let's just flip through the manual to the very end. There we go. Yeah, Yaren Christ, or Jaren Christ. I don't know, it looks like Yaren for some reason to me. Like, it would be pronounced Y. But that's probably not true. Oh, there's a few other names here, too. Bunch of people tested it. Oh, of course, Robert Belgrade? I don't know how to pronounce that. That is the... that is the voice actor for Alucard and Symphony of the Night. He still does occasional voice acting gigs. is a perfect fit for this game. He was the one who voiced that intro we had at the beginning. So yeah, lots of really cool people who worked on this. I'd like to thank them all, because this is a pretty sick game. I love this. Yeah, and this is where we're gonna end tonight. These nice tunes, this lovely atmospheric place. I love this place, by the way. This is one of the cooler places you can go. Lots of knowledge here too. I'm gonna try and find those when we do this place proper. I'll try and find all the lore books that can teach you. But yep. Let's see here. Thanks everybody. Stream's over. Let me see if there's a raid target. Oh, I just noticed something. Hold up. Let's add something real quick. We're gonna go back for a second. Hold on. This will be worth it once I find. There we go. There we go. Because I can always mute that on my side if I don't want the game sounds to be on the screen. Getting these streams together has been a lot of fun. Trying to work out all this stuff. Oh, of course. As I tab out, though, it pauses the game and can't hear the tunes. Yeah, it's the usual. Usual stuff. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave off. Turn that back on. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care. Oh, that didn't work. What? What's supposed to work? Huh. Well, today I learned something. This is the start stream. There we go. Back to the end. I guess that button doesn't do what I thought it was, so I'll have to do it manually. Anyway, good night.